Today we're going to get this engine installed finally, so stay tuned. So starting off, taking the cover off, getting the hook put on, and with my wife's help, getting the engine mounted up. Kind of trying to figure out placement. Had to get the steering cable in as well. Well, I've got the lower bolts locked in, carriage bolts on the bottom. You see I got them through, and that says washers right there. This is not the standard format, just a heads up. I'm sure anybody that recognizes the outboard would know that, but there are of course these holes for the standard size setup. I got the clamps to close down. I did have to cut them to get them to work. I also plan on running bolts through both on this side and the other side of each one to secure it. I now have the upper bolts done. As you can see, there's 2 for each side, complete with the washer on each one, and that just gives it extra stability, support. It's going through the metal frame plus the wood, locking it in on each side. Here, when you're attaching the shifter cable, make sure that your tab is facing the right way. It has a little nub on this end that goes on the cable that actually goes down into it to help grip, and then you tighten it down. And the wing, I know this is hard to see. There we go. The wing right there is actually offset from center from the other one, so it can clear that box. And then make sure your nut is tightened down too, so your shifter cable doesn't slip off. Sorry, I don't really have a whole lot of as I'm doing it video, but here is my custom rigging. I still got to get the barb fitting to put on the end of the original connector that I have, and I can put that fuel line and get it hooked up on there, and then I'll get these sized, my other connections here, and get that zip tie on there right there. I got that secured, these are secured, and then I'll get this finally secured down below once I have this all done. Another nice thing about this stuff, here's some of it, the green braided sleeving. This stuff is flame retardant, so it helps with safety as well. But yeah, this gives it a nice clean look. For anyone wondering about this wonderful bend here, surprisingly, it does not affect the steering. I was surprised by that. It's still really smooth, but it works out with the tilt unit. Kind of bend it this way and then back, and it just works out. So, and here's a look at the inside of the motor as well. I got your breather tube comes up. Didn't really need it to go any higher. For the tilt trim actuator, and then you got the water pressure line coming in from the front which I have running all the way over here, and it plugs into that port. And I love this connection, by the way. It's so simple. You just push it in, give it a little tug, make sure it doesn't slip back. It completely grips it from coming back out. We had some rain come in today, so kind of delays on a couple other projects. Trying to finish it out, which I'm still waiting for parts anyway. But I did want to show this to you. I upgraded my prop to a 3-blade. Had to do some crazy research with it. It's kind of based off of information for ones that they had early 70s. A 3-blade setup for the 6500. So hopefully it works out. We'll see how she does. As far as this project though, this is gonna wrap it up. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you aren't a subscriber right now, make sure you subscribe so you can get notifications about my future videos, and I will catch you in the next one.